we are starting to graph quadratic equations. Okay, so when we graph a quadratic equation, this thing that we are graphing is called a parabola. So what you need you need your calculator, and we're going to do some problems from the graphing functions worksheet. So take out graphing functions. Okay, so first things first. Do you see, this is number 2, ignore this part that's just called set notation and think about this. Okay, so y equals x squared plus 2. So here, I'm going to do y, I'm going to solve for y, so I'm going to do x squared plus 2 in my calculator. And I'm going to get 6. Now I'm going to do when x is 1, and I'm going to get 3. Try that in your calculator. I'm going to get now when x is 0, I'm going to get a 2. Now when x is 1, I'm going to get 3. And this is just putting in my calculator. And for this one, 2 squared plus 2 is 6. And you should notice some duplicates. Now remember, these are all ordered pairs. So now I'm going to plot these. So -2, 6 is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make a dot. Whoops. Try again. 1, 2. Oops. What is going on? Let's try one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make a dot right there. There you go. Because here's my x-axis and here's my y-axis. Okay. -1, 3 is a dot there. 0, 2, 1, 3, 2, 6. So those are how my dots go. Now I'm going to make this parabola, which it means it goes down and curves. It is not a point. It doesn't make a V. It's a curve. That's what a parabola is. A parabola looks like this or looks like this. It does not make a V. So that's our answers for number 2. Okay, now look at number 4. Now number 4, okay, what we're going to do is my equation is y, equals -x squared minus 1. So think about this being in parentheses. So I'm going to say this, my x is -2. So in my calculator, I'm going to put a negative symbol, then parentheses, -2 in parentheses squared minus 1. And that gives me a -5. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. Oops, I forgot the squared. Now I'm just going to arrow over and put -1 in there, and I get a -2. 0 is easy. That gives me -1. This, again, now I'm going to arrow over and put a 1 in the parentheses, and that's going to give me a -2. And now I'm going to put a just normal 2 in parentheses, and that's going to give me a -5. So when I plot the ordered pairs, -2, -5, -1, -2, 0, -1. Again, here's my y, here's my x in case you're losing that. 1, -2, and 2, -5. There should be duplicates. And remember, my parabola is not a V. It curves, makes a curving switch, and down. Okay? Okay. Let's do one more. So again, my equation is y equals, think of this as -1/2 x squared plus 2. Okay? So I'm going to put -1/2, and then I'm going to put -2 squared plus 2. Now, if I want to make that negative 1/2 and a negative 0.5, that works as well. That gives me a 0. Okay. So again, instead of 1/2, I might put a negative 0.5 in my calculator here if I want to make my life a little easier. And now I'm going to put a 1 in there, and I get a 1.5. When I put a 0 in here, it makes it easy. It's just 2, because 0 makes things go away. Now I'm going to put a positive 1 in here, and it'll give me a 1.5. And then I'm going to put a positive 2 in here. And again, I'm just changing the number in the parentheses in my calculator, and it gives me a 0. So negative 2, 0 is here. Negative 1, 1.5, 0, 2, positive 1.5. You know where 1.5 is, and this. So my curve is like that, okay? And that's my parabola. Make sure it's a curve and not a V. So you have a practice worksheet. It's the Silo Gump worksheet. And then check the key in Schoology, and please do today's formative, okay? Have a great day, all, and come with questions if you have them.